Good night, everyone. It's Weather Alert here with the latest in the tropics. We're talking about Major Hurricane Melissa, and we're gonna be taking a look at the models now. Major Hurricane Melissa is basically a Category 5 in terms of pressure, Category 5 pressure, but which is 933 millibars. But however, due to some mixing problems, it is still at 930. It is still at 145 miles per hour. Although the pressure would support Category 5 hurricane of at least 160 miles an hour. And so, guys, I wanted to take a look at the HURF model. And I want to show you that this is just one of the hurricane models I'm going to highlight. That it shows a further westward trend, guys. I don't know if you realize that it's showing a further westward trend like the CMC is showing. And guys, by the way, this system could very well not make landfall in Jamaica, and that wouldn't change the fact that the impacts would be the same with all that life-threatening wind and most definitely that rain up to 40 to 60 inches. That would be devastating in Jamaica. The HURF makes landfall in the far western part of Jamaica. Notice how further west it is. Is it following the Canadian model? In the next run, will we see no landfall in Jamaica, but still dangerous Category 5, Category 4 impact? And by the way, no landfall in Jamaica means more time over water, which means that the impacts would be very severe for Cuba. And it could potentially mean that the impacts will be even worse for the Bahamas, for the Southeast Bahamas potentially. And I'm gonna show you the Central Bahamas and potentially the Central Bahamas, because the Canadian model, of course, we're gonna see. Of course, that is old data, but we're still gonna take a look at it. Wants to be in the Central Bahamas, which means that both the Southeast Bahamas and the Northwest Bahamas would still get impacts. Look at this. This is basically more closer on a HURF model. It is still in the Southeast Bahamas, but still plenty impacts, dangerous hurricane force winds. Now we're gonna take a look at the global models. By the way, I'm just showing you how, if the models are trending further west, that maybe it doesn't make landfall in Jamaica as we thought. As a matter of fact, although the National Hurricane Center is adamant that this is going to make landfall in Jamaica, and although majority of the models show that this is going to make landfall in Jamaica, because this is another 48 hours out before this potentially makes landfall in Jamaica, could we see a big change? Do we see something else different in the model runs? Only time will tell. And the reason why I'm keeping close an eye on the system is because every time, because the further west it goes makes a difference as to whether the system will end up in the Central Bahamas or still be in the Southeastern Bahamas, given its current movement speed. It is moving west, by the way, at 5 miles an hour. So this is something that we really need to take into consideration. The European model is still showing landfall in Jamaica, but notice that it is further west. The landfall is further west, is more on the western side of Jamaica. And then it makes another landfall in the Southeast Bahamas, potentially Matthew Town, Inagua, or is that Maguana? I live in the country